Conquest units are almost universally, like, banging. Do you know what I'm saying? And something occurred to me on my free-to-play account that just doesn't occur to me on my main account. My main account, I just go in, smash that red box like I'm mad at it, get that character straight up to Relicate and Day of Unlock. But I'm like 1.6 million GP on my free-to-play account. I'm not going to be smashing red boxes. So how should I prioritize getting Conquest units? Let's have a think. Alright, here we are on my free-to-play account, and we can have a look here. My Conquest here, I do not try. Because my free-to-play account is only 1.6 million, I don't really care about finishing normal Conquest or even doing very well at it, because I can't access hard mode Conquest until I've actually gone through and hit that 4 million GP threshold. It's a free-to-play account, so I'm certainly not buying the pass, and even if I did, I'd only be getting old characters, not necessarily new characters, no new hotness, no SME. So, you know, what am I to do? What am I to do here in terms of Conquest characters? I don't want to be resting on my laurels. Normally, all I'll ever do is I'll just try and get to this first box just so I get some rewards. That's about it. I don't care about, like, datacrons or anything on this account just yet. I'll make my way there, but it's not there yet. It got me thinking, though. We do have a Conquest shipment store. And here we can use our Conquest currency to buy Conquest characters. Now, how they work in this shipment store is a little bit different, ladies and gentlemen. What they will do for this particular store is this is that middle ground that you can buy characters, Conquest characters, for either currency or crystals for a window of time before they go into Proving Grounds. What's Proving Grounds, I hear you ask? Okay, for those of you that are uninitiated, at the end of each Conquest season, we get Proving Grounds come to the game. You can't see it just yet. It's going to be in a couple of days. Essentially, Proving Grounds is a series of battles where you can earn 20 shards a pop for old Conquest units. Once a Conquest unit has hit 1 year in the game, it will go into Proving Grounds and you can start earning the shards there. You need to be 4 million GP in order to gain access to it, and you can get an additional run of that Proving Grounds event if you buy the Conquest Pass Plus. Again, that's not something that I'm going to be doing on my free-to-play account, because my free-to-play account, funnily enough, it's free to play. Those of you that don't know, it's this Conquest Pass Plus over here, 30 bucks. Essentially, it gets you an additional Proving Grounds event once per cycle, which for me as a new player, if you are going to spend money, that is actually huge. It's really valuable to be able to basically double up the amount of Proving Grounds that you get each cycle, double up the amount of shards. But again, before they go into Proving Grounds and after they've left the initial cycle of Conquest, the first 3 months, we're coming up to the end of SM33's one now. The end of this Conquest will mean SM33 is fully farmed for most people and will then go into the shipments. So that area of time basically between 3 months and 1 year, right? So you've got a 9-month period. Those characters, or that new Conquest character, can appear in the shipment store here, and you can purchase it with these Conquest currencies, or you can purchase it straight up with crystals. So let's take a look and think about which characters are available in the shipment store, how long are they available for, and how you should prioritize them. All right? Sounds like a good deal? Because I know I'm kind of kicking myself right now because I missed out on a good opportunity here. And the reason this is important is not necessarily because you're going to unlock the character. Most people are not going to unlock the character this way. What it does give you, though, is it gives you a head start on that Proving Grounds, okay? Proving Grounds only turns up once every 2 weeks. Well, once a month, basically, right? It's at the end of Conquest. Conquest is here for 2 weeks, gone for 2 weeks, here for 2 weeks, gone for 2 weeks, right? At the end of Conquest, we get Proving Grounds, you can earn 20 shards, you can pay crystals to get more. If you can offset some of that by using spare currency, as a free-to-play player in particular, to catch up on farms, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing, all right? So first of all, let's talk about the characters that can appear in this shipment store right now, how long they're available for, and how you should prioritize them. The first one, as we know, is the one we just saw. It is Ezra Exile. Now, this guy is phenomenal. He is so good. I know he goes in a GL Ahsoka team, all right, and he does very, very well in a GL Ahsoka team, but he is such a flexible and powerful character. He fits well with any Jedi team, and he will go in a GL Rey team very, very well. If it wasn't for the fact that this guy is not long before going into Proving Grounds, I would be saying prioritize this guy over anything. Anybody that's like most of the way there, I would still say prioritize Ezra Bridger Exile as a top priority unit, because he will dominate. The great thing about him is you really do not need GL Ahsoka to make this guy valuable. You can throw him in a JML team, you can throw him in a Rey team, you can throw him in a Jedi Knight Revan team. He just works, guys. He is that damn strong. He is high up in my priority list. Ezra Bridger Exile is going to be moving into Proving Grounds about the start of August, like the 8th of August. So we've only got a small amount of time before he disappears. You're not going to get a significant number of shards of him, but if you can get maybe an additional 20 shards of him in that interim and you're close to that unlock, this may save you a little bit of time or a little bit of crystals when it comes to Proving Grounds. Our next character then is Darkside Vision Rey. Just like Ezra, she is absolutely incredible, okay? She is currently getting elevated far beyond her basic, very powerful abilities thanks to her Focus Datacron. Now that Focus Datacron is not going to be around forever, and I imagine if you were trying to buy her shards from the Shipment store, trying to get it before it goes into Proving Grounds, you're not going to really be able to take advantage of that Focus Datacron. That being said, however, she is still very, very powerful and well worth the grind. I would still put her second. I would definitely place her below Ezra Bridger Exile, but very, very important to go ahead and farm. The good thing about Rey is she really elevates Supreme Leader Kylo Ren to a very, very high degree, but you can still throw her under Kylo Ren unmasked and still get a lot of benefit out of her if you do not have Supreme Leader Kylo Ren just yet. Worth farming, definitely worth it in the long run for your Slacker team. Unfortunate if you're not going to be getting her soon to get real advantage out of that Focus Datacron. Still super, super important. The other benefit of Rey is that she's not going to be going to Proving Grounds until November 10th or thereabouts. So you do have a longer window of time to try and farm her shards from the Shipment store or by using additional crystals to boost that shard income. So if you are closer and you don't want to have to wait for Proving Grounds, and maybe you're giving up on Ezra because you just don't have the time to farm him, or you do not think that you've got a team to put him in, maybe Rey is the choice for you, and you can start throwing some additional resources into her, for the next 2.5 months or so. Next up, we got the granny with a gun herself, the geriatric with an attitude, the librarian you really do not want to cross. Jocasta Nu, she's only just really coming into the foray right now, into the forefront, the important side of the game, with the introduction of Jedi Master Mace Windu and the brand new raid. Her importance has skyrocketed since she was actually in Conquest, which wasn't that long ago. She was the one just before SM33 or SME. Do I think she is a useful character to get? Yes, absolutely. Do I think she's a priority? Potentially not. Truth be told. The good thing is you've got her for a long time. You can farm this girl in Shipment stores until February. That is a big lead time, in case you really want to get her shards. However, without Jedi Master Mace Windu, she really isn't very good. So unless you've already prioritized farming characters such as the Darkside clones, I'm talking your CX2, your Apo, your Scorch, your Disguised Clone Trooper, as well as Depa Billaba and, of course, Temple Guard, you're not going to be able to unlock Mace Windu, who's probably due back in about 2 months, and then without Mace Windu, she's not that great. Yes, currently you can use her in the raid under a Keller and Beck lead. Short man raid team currently until CG decides to do any sort of adjustments to the raid. So there is value there, but I like to try and find value in all game modes, so it's a little bit difficult for me to full on say, yes, go ahead, start throwing your additional Conquest currency into this girl to get her unlocked early. Like I said, she should be dropping into Proving Grounds in February, start of February. Long time away now, so plenty of time to build up shards if you are interested in this character. Low priority as far as I'm concerned. And finally, SM33. He is the latest character in Conquest. He is in his final cycle now. Once he's gone from here, he will be available for a little bit using the Conquest Pass Plus, the Conquest Pass, not necessarily the plus one, to get some additional shards through that way, and he will be available through the various Jawa scavenger nodes in Conquest as well, so you can get him there. However, as it currently stands, the pirate faction is pretty terrible. We don't have a lot of units. We've got Captain Athano, and Quiggold shows a lot of viability, but until we get the full team, it's really hard to say, is he going to be useful? And honestly, I don't think he's going to belong in a Captain Athano team. I think he's most likely going to be moving over to a Brutus team with Captain Silvo and Vane, and then probably eventually the new GL Hondo. So it pushes it out even further. That being said, I do think that new Conquest units should be prioritized as they are coming out. It's up to you how you want to split those resources. Right now, I'm having a hard time pushing for it. I don't know if GL Hondo is going to be super valuable. Obviously, he's going to have use in the raid. Right now, we don't need that. Yes, there's going to be a Smuggler's Run 3, but we have no idea what's going to be entailed in that, and we don't know what the rest of the requirements are for Hondo just yet. We've only had the first set, and we do know that Quiggold needs to be R5 as well. So I'm having a hard time recommending Smee. I'm going to put him down low on the list. Smee, of course, is going to be in Proving Grounds way away in April. 9 months time basically before he's going to be available, so we don't have to worry about it. You can build him up over time, but unless you're getting GL Hondo, I can't really see a value in getting Smee. It's just my 2 cents on the matter. So just to visualize it, once again, rounding it up, ladies and gentlemen, the most important character for me is Ezra Bridger Exile. However, I will acknowledge that he is only around for a couple more weeks, so there is a limited amount of shards that you can get for him. Up to you. If you are really close to the unlock and you don't want to have to wait until Proving Grounds, I would go and get him, prioritize him over everything. Second, definitely Rey Darkside Vision. She has got lots of use, she is incredibly powerful, and she really elevates a Slacker team to the next stage, I'll be honest. Jocasta Nu, the only reason I'm putting Jocasta Nu over the likes of Smee is because her raid viability is a solo underman that does not require Jedi Master Mace Windu, which is a huge benefit. However, unless you are getting Jedi Master Mace Windu, do not expect to be able to use her effectively in any other game mode. She just does not shine, particularly when she's not in a full Jedi Vanguard team. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, so good in the raid. Without Jedi Master Mace, not so great. So you'd have to be focusing on your dark side clones, you'd have to be focusing on Deppa and Temple Guard. Finally, Smee. Pirates are just not that great, guys. Pirates are just not that great. We got a lot of lead time, so unless you are pushing heavy into GL Hondo, forget about getting Smee from those shipments, alright? That is going to about wrap it up here, ladies and gentlemen. If you do need some help with the current round of Conquest, I do have a whole video series. Go check that out, help you get those feats. What I'm going to focus on right now on my free-to-play account is actually trying to progress in Conquest so I can earn some additional currency to actually buy these units, because I've ignored it. And I am leaving shards on the tables of very powerful characters. So, naughty scribble, idiot scribble, stupid scribble, fix it for next time. What I probably will do on my free-to-play account is I will hoard that Conquest currency, just build it up until it gets to a point that there's a character that I really want to get, and I'll just go full send it in that one, baby. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, huge! I will see you all in the very next video. Make sure you give me a like and a comment down below with your favorite Conquest character, and I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.